So lads, something that I didn't think was going to happen. I made an entire video talking about why Milwaukee probably aren't going to trade Giannis. Something that I thought was never going to happen looks like it might happen. Giannis being traded to the Miami Heat. It feels like 2010 again. I'm a Miami Heat fan. It feels like 2010 again, lads. And it is actually hilarious how Giannis and LeBron James have had basically identical first, 7 years in the NBA. Obviously, LeBron made an NBA Finals. Giannis only made a Conference Finals. But I mean, if you take that out, obviously, it's one round further. But he got swept in the finals. And Giannis, no offense, played in a tougher Eastern Conference, and LeBron went through in 2007. But either way, neither of them won a championship. But both of them drafted, Giannis 2013, LeBron 2003, so 10 years difference. Both of them were drafted into small market teams. Both of them made that small market team a contender. And both of them have had to deal with the GMs not being able to put a second superstar around them. Chris Middleton, as much as I like him, he should not be the second best player on a championship team. And in Cleveland, as much as I think Mo Williams was good. I liked some of the players they had around them in Cleveland, but again, they weren't able to get that second star. And then in 2010, LeBron went to Miami. 10 years later, it's looking like Giannis could go to Miami as well, which would be, it's just mad. It is just mad. But you know what? As a Heat fan, I'm not complaining. I am not complaining one bit. So, as we can see here, there was a tweet that came out from Ashley Nicole from iHeartRadio saying that Giannis is prepared to sign a long-term deal with Miami, and also that this is the biggest part, that the Milwaukee Bucks are not willing to let him walk in free agency. So the Bucks will trade him, basically. That unless they can find a way to get him to sign a new contract, he is being traded. They're not going to lose him for nothing. And crazy thing is, with the Golden State Warriors, if he's not confirming that he's going to re-sign with Golden State, I really don't think that Golden State are going to pull the trigger on him. Because, again, the Golden State Warriors might be fine without him this season. And if it turns out that they do give up more than they should for him this year, let's be real, Wiggins, the number one pick, is not going to be enough for Giannis. It'll probably end up being Wiggins, the number 2 pick. It'll be Wiggins, the number 2 pick, any bit of young talent they have on their team, probably Eric Pascal, and probably 5 first-round picks. It'd be something ridiculous like that you'd have to give up to get potentially a rental in Giannis. So I can't see the Warriors doing it. I can't see him going to, say, somewhere like the Dallas Mavericks. But what I can see happening again is a trade to the Miami Heat. I can see the Miami Heat having to give up quite a bit. And their initial plan from the start obviously was to get a superstar who was better than Jimmy Butler, and then obviously they Bam Adebayo, so they need to get that third player. It's looking like Tyler Hero could have been that third player, but according to reports, the Miami Heat are willing to include Tyler Hero in the trade. Well, of course, when you're trading for Giannis Antetokounmpo, nobody is untouchable. However, I'm saying this right now, I don't see the Miami Heat trading either Bam Adebayo or Jimmy Butler. I don't see them doing it. And the reason why is that Pat Riley, Miami, and especially Pat Riley, their whole thing with that organization is about the culture. It's about getting people to play a certain way, Miami Heat basketball, and the culture is what got them to the NBA Finals. Obviously, they didn't have the talent to beat the Los Angeles Lakers, who were well-deserving NBA champions. I still think the Lakers win even if Miami are healthy. But the whole thing is that the culture setters are Bam and Jimmy. Those two guys are the guys that are going to make Giannis into the better player, or the Miami Heat type basketball player. So definitely I think the Heat keep the two of them. And I think if the Milwaukee Bucks hold out and don't, I think it will probably end up being something like Tyler Hero. I doubt Milwaukee look for Duncan Robinson, although Duncan Robinson is still a pretty nice player. Tyler Hero, I'm trying to even think who they could trade. Goran Dragic is a free agent. It's not like they have many other assets. And then it might be another 4 or 5 first-round picks. Because I think that if the Milwaukee Bucks hold out for too long on Giannis, that I think Miami might pull a Lakers Paul George situation where they say, you know what, we're not giving up too much and we're going to just go and get him in the offseason. because I think there's a very good chance of happening, because I don't see Pat Riley being fleeced. I really don't see him being fleeced, and I can't see him giving up either of Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo, even though I don't know exactly how Bam Adebayo, Giannis, and Jimmy Butler fit on the court at the same time. I trust Eric Spoelstra to find a way. I trust Eric Spoelstra and the Miami Heat organization to find a way better than anyone else. Although, again, in terms of fit, it may not be the greatest thing in the world, but I still think it's going to be fine. But yeah, it is just a crazy situation. As a Miami Heat fan, it's very rare. It is very rare that any organization that you're a fan of gets a player like a Giannis, gets a player like a LeBron James. Luckily enough, I'm a Leeds fan, so it's very rare that a team gets a player like Pablo Hernandez or a player like Calvin Phillips. They're once-in-generation players, and thankfully I've gotten to see them. And as a Miami Heat fan, if Giannis comes, I just can't see how they can be beaten. Yeah, you can build a wall around Giannis, but with the dudes in Miami, I think, man, I just think that they're built differently. I just think that they are built differently compared to other teams. Although maybe it's bias. Maybe they're going to have to give up a Bam Adebayo and Giannis is going to have to play center. Maybe it's going to be something like that. And maybe I'm just biased because, similarly enough, when you've got some non-shooters, I said they weren't going to work in Philly. But the difference is Giannis isn't the worst shooter in the league. He's a below average shooter. He's not the worst shooter in the league. Jimmy Butler is not a great shooter, but he can shoot a little bit. And I just think, come playoffs, you add Giannis to a team that got to 6 games in the NBA Finals without their second and third best player at 100%. They're tough to beat. They become so tough to beat. But at the end of the day, it's all just a rumor. We have no idea what is going on. We have no idea if Giannis is going to Miami. We have no idea who the trade is going to be for. But all we know is, and it's looking like the Milwaukee Bucks will trade Giannis and make sure they're not left with nothing, which is big. What I predicted was Milwaukee Bucks were going to hold it out. That even if they end up with nothing, they just hit the reset button and they rebuild. But they're falling into I think it's a bit of I don't like it when teams do that. When they're like, okay, we might lose our superstar for nothing. Instead of trying to keep them, they trade them. And they end up getting nothing back. If they could get like a New Orleans haul off somebody. But I don't know. At the end of the day, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. Because it's evident that Giannis himself wants to go to Miami. But I'm not sure Miami can offer the best trade package. And if you're Milwaukee, you're going to take whoever offers the best package. I don't think Golden State are going to be able to offer the best package, because I don't think they trade him before the season starts. And the number 2 draft picks become worth 10 times less as soon as the draft happens. Like, you could trade the 15th pick for a starter in most NBA drafts. As soon as said pick is made, you couldn't trade that player for a starter on another NBA team. Draft picks lose their value. There is nothing in the NBA that depreciates more than a draft pick after they're drafted. So it will be an interesting one anyway for Milwaukee. I don't see the Golden State Warriors being able to come up with a good enough trade package. If he was to re-sign anywhere that wasn't Miami, I think Golden State's probably that place. I'm not sure how he plays with Luka. I'm not sure, but there is obviously that European connection. And also, the fact is that he spends his summers in Miami, so he kind of knows Miami better than a lot of places in the US. So it's an interesting one. Maybe it's some bias, but I really hope he ends up in Miami. But yeah, that is the video. If you're wondering why I suddenly have a mustache, it is because I'm going to be doing Movember streams for charity. Every one of my Twitch streams, which is on my gaming channel. I assume 90% of you guys are here from my gaming channel anyway, because this channel has been dormant for a year. I stream every single day, and everything I make in this month, I will be donating to a mental health charity in Ireland. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. Man, I hope this trade happens. I really hope this trade happens. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.